I'm Emily Reid. I'm Professor of International Economic Law and Sustainable Development at Southampton Law School, and I co-direct the Centre for International Law and Globalisation, together with my colleague,
Mikael Rizvas. I'm a lecturer in law at Southampton Law School as well.
The Centre for International Law and Globalisation brings together almost all of the members of the school who are involved in research that deals with matters relating to international law, mostly public international law, but we also have some members who work specifically in fields of private international law. So the Centre for International Law and Globalisation has as its purpose, or its mission perhaps, to find and identify law's potential contribution to solving complex global problems such as climate change, which is perhaps the greatest challenge facing humanity today.
And to find these solutions, we first need to understand, and this is a key part of the Centre's mission, how local and global problems are interconnected with each other.
And also how local and global problems bring together many different aspects of law and fields of interest, which typically are dealt with separately in public international law. So we have regimes of international environmental law, we have regimes of international economic law, and we also have international human rights law. And we have members of the Centre who work in all of these individual fields. But to solve a problem like climate change, we need to bring together environmental, economic, and human rights interests in order to solve the problem.
We adopt a global perspective thanks to the diversity of the Centre and its members.
In terms of the school's activity, the Centre, having as its mission finding the potential contribution of international law to solving complex global challenges, that really mirrors the objective and mission of the law school itself, which is concerned with finding solutions to local, regional, national and global problems. So we are very closely aligned with the purpose of the law school. The way in which members of the Centre pursue that objective is clearly through our research and our individual research and the collaborative research that we do, but also through our teaching, and in addition through public engagement work, where individual members of the Centre and sometimes small groups of the Centre working together will engage with policymakers at local, national or sometimes international level. So examples of that include that I am the chair of the UK Government Domestic Advisory Group on Trade and Sustainable Development, and in that capacity I work closely with civil society, business and other academics, as well as government specifically and mostly with Department of Business and Trade, but also others. But there are many other members of the Centre who work externally in such a way.
Indeed, because the mission of both the law school and the Centre is not only to promote our understanding of global problems, but also to contribute to the extent possible to their solution.
Because we have a range of expertise that's quite broad and diverse within the Centre for International Law and Globalisation, and because our concern is finding solutions to real-world problems, and we've recognised that that requires bringing together experts and knowledge in different ranges, it makes sense that as a centre we work with the other centres within the law school. So we have hosted events with other centres, for instance with the Centre for Private and Commercial Law. We hosted Professor Villiers from the University of Bristol for an extremely interesting seminar on sustainable development and company law and corporate social responsibility and the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. So in addition to cooperating and collaborating with institutes and centres within the law school, we also participate in and are engaged with activities in the broader institutional research centres within the University of Southampton, including Southampton Marine and Maritime Institute, where we have a number of members who are either specifically working on aspects of maritime law in that context, and also members who are collaborating with regard to issues relating to law and regulation of oceans within SMMI. We also have members who work with and are engaged with the work of the Institute of Sustainability and Resilience.
And as far as public policy engagement is concerned, our members, together with members from other centres having expertise in private law or commercial law, have engaged with the work of the Law Commission on the reform of the Arbitration Act, for example, as well as other matters.
If you're interested to find out more about the work of members of the Centre for International Law and Globalisation, or to work with members of the Centre, or know more about our expertise, then please contact either myself or Dr. Risvas using the contact details that are available on the Southampton Law School web pages.
And also, if you're interested in conducting postgraduate or PhD research in one of the areas that we cover as a centre, please feel free to apply and get in touch.